Hey, what's up, guys? Other half 1993 with yet another Dragunity deck profile. Not sure if I'm gonna take the first one down or not. But this build is it's still pre-structure deck. I'm not using any Japanese copies or proxies of the cards just because I want to be able to use this deck in tournaments before the structure deck comes out. But I feel that this is quite possibly the best pre-structure deck build. So without further ado, I'm just going to go through the list and, as usual, kind of explain it afterwards. For monsters, we have 3 Dragunity Ducks, 3 Phalanx, 2 Legionnaire, 3 Debris Dragon, 2 Shieldwing, 3 Ryko, Card Trooper, Sangan, and Gores. For the traps, we have 2 Icarus, 2 Bottomless, Solemn Judgment, 2 Solemn Warning, Torrential. For spells, we have 2 cards of Consonance, 2 Pot of Duality, Charge of the Light Brigade, Foolish Burial, 2 Pot of Avarice, Dragunities, 2 Book of Moon, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn. Alright, so as you can see, this build is quite a bit different from my other one. It doesn't focus nearly as much as the actual Dragunity monsters themselves, but it still uses the main engine. I decided to cut out Tribus because this version of the deck has a lot more milling between the Rykos, the Trooper, the Foolish, the Charge, all that stuff. So you really don't need Tribus as much as you did in the other build. I also cut out 1 Legionnaire because Legionnaire is not really as important in this build. Most of the times when I have him, he's kind of he can be kind of a dead draw sometimes. And then I also cut out Dark Spirit because Dark Spirit is just kind of bad. So, as usual with this deck, the best version ended up being the version I initially liked the least. I did see Dragunity builds with Debris Dragon and Shieldwing, and at first I thought that would never work, that'd be way too inconsistent. But I found that it's actually, that given enough Debris targets, not only Shieldwing but also Iron Chain and Card Trooper, that Debris isn't as dead as I thought it would be. And even if it is, it's what you have cards of Consonance for. I thought for sure Shieldwing wouldn't be that good, but it's actually really good at blocking attacks. You can take up to 3 attacks, and then you can also Icarus it if you really want to. So, I guess, what else is there to talk about? You got your, okay, so consistency, yeah, it is kind of an issue with this deck. You might see a hand where you have an Icarus with no Wing Beast, or cards of Consonance with no Dragon Tuner to discard. That's kind of where all the milling and the Pot of Dualities come into play. Between all these cards, you can usually set up your field pretty nicely without too much trouble. The deck is quite fast, and it's honestly like Quick Draw. In my opinion, it plays a lot like Scraps and Quick Draw put together. Kind of. You got like your Ducks is kind of like Scrap Dragon, so to speak. And then you've also obviously got Debris Dragon. I've always thought of it as Scraps and Quick Draw kind of put together. It's definitely a very good deck. I like it a lot. The main deck is complete. I still need a Gay Drag and a Triton Dragon for the extra deck, but I don't have trades on YouTube, so don't worry about it. And yeah, I'm going to hopefully try to get some duels up with this deck, maybe this weekend. I'm not sure yet, but I'll keep you posted. So anyway, this has been the other half 1993. Peace out, guys.